Hello, everyone. Today I want to come and talk to you about encouraging others. Have you ever just needed some words of encouragement? Or have you been the one that has encouraged others? In this world of chaos, there is so much going on that we do not need to be so sheltered that we forget to reach out to others. There are so many of our friends, so many people that are hurting and that have lost loved ones, that have been in the hospital, that have been sick with this virus. There's so many people that are going through so much and they're hurting. What about our churches? They look different these days. Social distance is different. I'm a hugger. I'm not able to hug. I haven't been around a lot of people, but for those that I have been around, it's just hard to not be able to hug them. That's hard for me. But I have a question for each of you today, and that is, how often do you reach out to others? 1 Thessalonians 5:11 says, "So encourage each other and build each other up, just as you are doing." We need to be sensitive to others' needs, and we need to encourage them. Whether it be by words of encouragement or our actions. I know that there have been times in my life where God put someone at the right place at the right time, just when I so desperately needed to be encouraged. 1 Peter 4:8 and 10 through 10 says, "Above all, maintain constant love for one another, since love covers a multitude of sins. Be hospitable to one another without complaining, just as each one has received a gift. Use it to serve others as good stewards of the grace of God." Invest your time and talents where it will make an eternal difference. In my Bible it says the shortness of time in the light of eternity should motivate believers to live for and serve Jesus. Proverbs 12:25 says, "Anxiety in a person's heart weighs it down, but a good word cheers it up." I wanted to read a little side note that's in my Bible about that Proverbs 12:25, and it says, "Women, particularly in caregiving roles, have experienced the truth that anxiety weighs down the heart. Speech is not to be turned only to personal success, but a good word is one way to make someone else's life easier." Encouragement in the midst of a trial brings comfort, renewal of strength, creative solution, and often the motivation necessary to move forward in a positive way. Philippians 2:1 and 2 says, "If then there is any encouragement in Christ, if any consolation of love, if any fellowship with the Spirit, if any affection and mercy, make my joy complete by thinking the same way, have the same love, united in spirit, intent, one purpose." Paul had expressed a spiritual unity here to the Philippians to love one another and be in one spirit and in one purpose. When we put others first and caring for their problems more than our own, we're putting the love of Christ first and showing an example of unity. The mind of Christ means the attitudes Christ exhibited. Your attitude should be the same as that of Christ. There's different ways to reach out to others. I have a friend, her name is Sarah Thomas. She is so faithful in sending cards out to people, words of encouragement, birthdays, just anything that will brighten their day. And she is so, like I said, so faithful at that. That's just one of many ways that you can encourage others. Pick up the phone, give them a call, let them know you're thinking about them, or either send them a text, something encouraging that will brighten their day. I want to tell a story, and then I'll tell you why I'm telling this story after I share it. But several years back, I had been out, and I came in that day. There was no one at home. I sat down and I dozed off, and I was taking a little short nap, and all of a sudden, I heard so loud and clear this woman's voice. Her name was called out, and then I heard "go." I immediately woke up from that nap, and I was so shaken by that that I called my husband as I was walking out the door saying, I need to go see this lady. Now, I haven't seen her in a while before I had went that day. It had been a long while. I had no idea what was going on. But I went to her door and I knocked on that door and she answered, and I said, I had to tell her, that God sent me today. And I know without a doubt that he did. And so I began to tell her that I heard her name so loud and clear and to go. And I didn't really know why I was there other than the fact that God had sent me. And so as I began to share that with her, she started crying. She was so emotional. And she said, you just don't know how I needed this today, that I truly believe God sent you. There is no doubt for sure. She had been so down. She didn't feel like others loved her. She just needed encouragement. She had been going through so much that she was actually giving up on God, asking him, where are you, God? I was able to stay a couple hours with her and be able to pray with her. And I know that was God. And so I'm telling you this story because this has never happened before and it's never happened after that. But I have to share that with you to say we never know what others are going through. So we need to be encouraging to them. Reach out to people. We need to reach out to them because we may be just right on time for them, just what they needed at the right time. So today, this video is about just encouraging others. So don't get so wrapped up in the world of being so busy that we forget that there are others out there that needed words of encouragement as well. So I pray that you have a wonderful and blessed day, and I will see you soon. Bye.